Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. In the last video, we explored the different types of project activities, including milestones, pre-construction, construction, and contract closeout phases. In this video, we'll dive into developing a work breakdown structure, or WBS, specifically for construction activities. The WBS helps us break down complex work into manageable tasks, creating a clear roadmap for successful project delivery. Let's get started. Before learning how to use a WBS, it's important to understand what it is. According to PMBOK, a WBS is defined as a deliverable-oriented, hierarchical decomposition of the work to be executed by the project team to accomplish the project objectives and create the required deliverables, while the Association of Project Management offers a slightly different, more concise definition. A WBS is a hierarchical structure of things that the project will create or outcomes it will deliver. Although the wording differs, both definitions describe WBS as a hierarchical structure of the work required to complete the project. This is an example of a work breakdown structure, or WBS, for a construction project. The WBS is organized into 3 tiers, with each level providing more detail about the work involved. At the top, we have the parent level, which represents the entire project scope, everything that needs to be done. The next level breaks the project into major phases, such as site preparation, foundation work, and structural work. Level 2 often breaks a project into phases, but you can also organize it by departments or locations, such as north and south. For large projects, you can combine multiple criteria if necessary, which may result in a WBS with more than 4 levels. In the final level, each phase in the upper level is further broken down into specific work packages. For example, under site preparation, you'll find tasks like clearing and grading, excavation, and setting up temporary facilities. As you can see, each component in the WBS is assigned a unique WBS code, like 1.2.1, 1.2.2, 1.2.3, and so on. Work packages that share the same first 2 digits belong to the same project phase, showing their connection as child tasks under the same parent. These codes also make it easy to reference specific tasks, track progress, and connect the work breakdown to schedules, budgets, and reporting systems. As mentioned earlier, work packages are the lowest level items in the WBS, representing the most specific and manageable deliverables of the project. Each work package is assigned to an individual or work crew who are responsible for its completion. It also has a budget for financial tracking, specific resource allocations for materials and personnel, and a scheduled duration, including start and finish dates, to ensure it's completed on time. You might be wondering, how many levels are needed for a WBS? Well, for simplicity, try to stick with 3 to 4 levels in the WBS. This is usually enough to balance detail with clarity. For larger projects, you may need 4 levels, but avoid going deeper unless absolutely necessary. Too many levels can make the WBS cumbersome and difficult to manage. The bottom line is, your WBS should break down the project into manageable work packages that are easy to track and execute. You could develop a WBS using a tree structure, like the previous example or the one shown on the left here. A tree structure visually displays hierarchical relationships with branching nodes, making it ideal for presentations, team discussions, or when you need to show complex connections between project elements. It's great for visualizing the big picture. However, on large projects with many work packages, the tree structure can become too crowded and difficult to read due to limited space. In such cases, an outline structure works better. It presents the same information in a linear, text-based format. Simpler, more compact, and easier to manage in documents, reports, or project schedules. Ultimately, the choice depends on project size, audience, and purpose. Use the tree for visual clarity on smaller projects, and the outline for larger, more complex ones requiring formal documentation. Once the work breakdown structure, or WBS, is developed, the next crucial step is validation. WBS validation ensures that the structure is complete, accurate, and fully aligned with the project scope. Remember, WBS is outcome-focused, meaning it defines deliverables rather than activities. Use nouns instead of verbs to clearly define the end goal. For example, site preparation instead of prepare the site, or equipment installation instead of install a piece of equipment. Additionally, during validation, the team checks that every parent element in the WBS is broken down into at least 2 child elements. This helps maintain logical detail and prevents overly broad or vague categories. One key principle in this process is the 100% rule, which means every level of decomposition must make up 100% of the parent level. This is to ensure that the WBS captures 100% of the project scope, including all deliverables. Nothing should be left out or counted twice. Once a valid WBS is developed, you can use it to determine specific construction activities. For each work package at the last level of the WBS, break it down into tasks required to complete the deliverable. For example, A work package like electrical installation can be broken into tasks such as prepare wiring materials and install circuit breakers. When breaking work packages into activities, keep in mind that activities should be continuous, no breaks within a single activity, so they can be represented as single bars on the schedule. If breaks are necessary, create separate activities. Additionally, activities must be small enough to allow for effective measurement, monitoring, and control. This ensures that each task can be accurately tracked for progress, performance, and resource usage. By keeping activities at a manageable size, it becomes easier to identify issues early, make adjustments as needed, and maintain control over the project schedule and budget. Alright, that's it for this video, where we covered the key principles of WBS development and how to use it for determining activities. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.